Hey, it's Mike Henry with Follower of One. Have you been listening to this podcast for a little while? I would like to hear from you. Would you please send me a note, drop me a note to mike@followerofone.org and let me know what you think about the podcast. What else could we be covering, or what could we do differently? Any help or any advice or any feedback you can share with us would be greatly appreciated. It will help encourage me, and it will also help me and direct us in how we launch this podcast and how we take it to the world. Today's podcast, we're talking about Psalm 37:5. Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in Him, and He will do it. I don't know about you, but I don't think about trust much, and there are not many things that I trust. I tend to trust myself. I want to think that I can make myself do the things necessary to make something happen. But my trust in Christ, I don't think it's ever as real as I'd like it to be. I'd like to trust Him more. Would you? I'd like to trust Christ more, and I find the answer to part of my problem is here in this passage. I fail to commit. If I think I trust a chair, but I don't sit in it, my trust is latent. It's there, but it's not present. It's not visible. It's present, but it's not visible. My latent trust in that chair is present, but it's not visible. My trust didn't apply. It doesn't make any difference. My trust doesn't change anything. When I commit my way to the Lord, it's like sitting in the chair. When I commit my way to the Lord, when I actually bend my life to follow what He says and to do what He says, then my trust becomes not only present but visible. It's no longer latent, it's active trust. It's trust that becomes visible because I'm counting on God. I'm actually waiting on Him to do things. I get to see Him do His thing because I'm not doing it. I'm watching Him do it. I've committed my way to Him. Until I commit my way to Him, I don't see the trust. The trust doesn't become visible. It's latent. I want to encourage you to make your trust real today. Think of something. Ask God to direct you. As you tell Him your daily prayer, "Here I am, God, put me to work. What would you have me do today? Is there anything you want me to wait on you for? Is there anything you want me to trust you for? When I trust you today, I'm going to commit my way to you, and I will not take action. I will not do those things that you tell me to wait on." Sometimes I need to take action. When I commit my way to the Lord, I need to take some action to show that commitment. One of the ways we did that was we started the podcast here. It was one thing to talk about the podcast. I talked about it for a long time, but now we're recording it, and this is episode 64. So as we act committing, or as we wait committing, then we get to see God. We trust in Him, and He will do it. We commit and trust together, and they work together to make Christ visible. Thank you for being a minister in your marketplace. Thank you for being a follower of one. Remember, we have another day or two to sign up for the next Marketplace Mission Trip. Please go to marketplacemissiontrip.com or followerofone.org and sign up. Also, you can learn more about the mission trip at followerofone.org as well. We're doing this in partnership with iworkforhim.com. Jim and Martha Brangenberg have been promoting this on their podcast. Check out their podcast at iworkforhim.com. They do a daily interview podcast. They've been doing it for 7 years, and they make a difference with their podcast. They have a lot of energy, and they make a challenging difference in everything they do. Thank you for being a follower of one. Thank you for being a minister in your workplace. Thank you for using some of your life today to make a difference for eternity. Everything that you give Christ will matter forever. So give Him some of your day today, as much of it as you can, and watch Him reward you. Thank you very much.